What if you're driving around town, getting weird looks from people? You know, I'm holding a camera up, so, I'm kind of feeling a little self-conscious because people are looking at me weird. But, what if it's not me? What if it's not them? What if it's my passenger? What if he looks weird? You guessed it, I'm doing a what if video with Box Boy here.
What if? What if? Is that what you said, dude? You say, what if? Nigga, that's how it could be logical at times. What if? I'll be feeling think about it. What if?
I'm Brian from I1 Tesla. This is Box Boy. He's helping me out, although he doesn't have legs, so I guess I gotta help him out more. His legs wouldn't fit. I gotta figure out a way with that. The first what if is kind of throwback to when I broke this side window and the alarm went off, to show you guys that there's an alarm system in the car. Someone asked, if you break in, can the front and trunk be open still, or the glove box? What happens? Does the screen still work? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn off my Bluetooth on my phone. Key is not working with the car, put it on airplane mode and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna have a key card ready so I can actually unlock the door. I'm going to actually reach in, open the door up, and while the alarm's going off, I'm gonna pull up the screen. I'm gonna have a camera set up here so I can see the screen, what actually happens to the screen. Box Boy's gonna be monitoring that camera. Let's get to it. So it's a little windy. Hopefully it's not too bad for you. I got the car locked up. I locked it with the key card. I've got my Bluetooth off. I've got everything off on the thing. It is not unlocking the door. Let me show you. Let me show you that's not the case. The door doesn't open. I got the key card in my pocket so it's easy to grab once the alarm does go off. But when the alarm goes off, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna show you the screen and show you to see if we can actually do anything when the car is on. It's bright out here. So as you can see, you can open the frunk, you can open the trunk, and you can open the glove box. So that's not good. It's really not good at all. Just to show you, there's still nothing on. The Bluetooth is grayed out, so my phone is not connected to it whatsoever. That's a screen capture showing you that all the radios are off. It's on airplane mode. I got Wi-Fi off. And I know there's gonna be comments, I have an Apple Watch. Well, that's not connected right now because all the radios are off, and that does not work as a key. There's gonna be 15 to 20 comments. You have an Apple Watch. The Apple Watch does not work as a key yet. It's kind of bad that if you break in, you can still open up everything. That's a good what if for the Tesla people to know about. For the next what if, we need to find some speed bumps. What if you're driving in autopilot and some speed bumps come up? What does the car do? Does the car slow down? Does it stop? How does it react to speed bumps? Well, we're gonna find out. Hey, keep your eye open for some speed bumps. And he's got his hat down. Looks like he's sleeping. This must be boring for him. Little does he know everyone likes him. I'm in autopilot, following this semi. See where he goes. This is actually kind of good because I know there's speed bumps coming up here. So I'm gonna sit here behind the semi and see if it actually slows down for these bumps. I can't adjust the speed any lower than 18 miles an hour on autopilot. So this is actually pretty good that we're behind the semi, although I don't know if we're going to get good results because of that. It keeps wanting me to hold the wheel because, well, I'm not, and it's getting confused. So this is actually good. We're gonna be on autopilot. There's speed bumps coming up here, and we're gonna see if it actually slows down for them. Probably not. Nope, not at all. It didn't even notice that they were there. We're gonna continue at 18 miles an hour, and it's gonna do the same thing probably for the next ones. I'm gonna see what it does. I'm not gonna really jar my car too much. So if it doesn't really slow down, I'm not gonna continue with these. No. I wouldn't take speed bumps at 18 miles an hour normally. I mean, I just did that at 7. Right now, on autopilot, it doesn't see speed bumps, even though they're nice and yellow. But I thought it would actually see those. Being painted yellow, very easy to see. I thought it would react to those a little bit, but now you know. The more you know. And the next what if is, what if you cancel a lane change halfway through the lane change on autopilot? Or what if you cancel a quarter of the way through, or whatever, 3/4 of the way through? So we're gonna try a couple things going down the highway. If anybody has some what if questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll add them to the list if I think they're good enough. If I think they're good enough, I'll heart the comment, and then you'll know if it's gonna be on the list or not. You can send some what if version 9 stuff, because I haven't gotten version 9 yet, but I'm hoping to get it by this weekend. We're on the highway. We're gonna do a lane change here. And I just crossed over the line and I canceled it. So it was able to throw it back into the lane for me with just really breaking over the line. So I would say that's a quarter, canceling a quarter way into it. We're gonna wait for a couple cars to drive by, and then we're going to try it halfway through. Hopefully that camera stays on the front headlight. Car has passed, so we're going to initiate a lane change. Halfway through now. I actually stopped it halfway through and it still continued. I hit the up button and halfway through the turn, and it still continued to go through it. So I was surprised at that. I thought it would actually stop and go through, or I thought it would stop and go back the other way. So we're gonna try that again. People are slowing down. I'm putting the turn signal on to switch lanes. I'm halfway through now, and it still continued to go through. It still continued to go through halfway through. So obviously 3/4 of the way through, it's going to continue as well. So really, you have to be just crossing over the line for it to really cancel out, which I didn't think was going to be the case. I thought it was going to be halfway through, it would still cancel. I think it's what it did before, a few updates ago. Just like on my last video, if you saw that last video about autopilot, autopilot will slow down for turns. There's a turn coming up here that the car always slows down for about, it always slows down to about 30, I forget, 36, 30, something like that. So I'm gonna set autopilot just now. And obviously you can see the camera here. We're gonna see that it'll slow down for this turn. We're going 50 and all of a sudden it starts slowing down already to 37, I think it is. 36. It slows down to 36 for this turn. So obviously that does that. We all know that. We all know that happens, and that's awesome. Autopilot is amazing how that works. So we're going to turn around and we're going to see, what if you're just using cruise control? Does it slow down? Should I buy a golf cart? I do want to buy a golf cart, actually. I want to buy a golf cart and put Tesla batteries in it this winter. I think that'd be a cool project. What do you think? Not those golf carts though. I want a nice golf cart and then make my own fiberglass shell for the front, make it look like a Model 3 or a Model S. So we've turned around, we're going the same way now as before, and I'm gonna set the cruise just like before to 50 miles an hour, but instead of autopilot, it's just gonna be cruise. And I gotta remember to steer. And now we're coming up to the turn, and it's slowing down. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I have to steer through it, which is great, but it doesn't slow down as much. It actually slowed down to 41 instead of 37 or 36 was what it was before. But that's actually pretty cool that it actually does slow down for you. So it is using GPS as far as the turns go and what you should be doing in autopilot. That's probably part of the reason why you have to have autopilot, to have cruise control, traction aware cruise control on. The last what if for today is going to be at nighttime. I had a request asking about autopilot at night. How well does it do? I'm gonna go out tonight and see if I can find a nice stretch of road and possibly turn off the headlights, see if it still works at nighttime.
What? I'm sorry, what did you say?
We're gonna see how well it does. But I've got a camera on the front to see how we can drive really well. I'm gonna get to a road that has no lights, no street lights, to just see how autopilot does. Autopilot at nighttime. Oops, wrong one. Autopilot at nighttime. Obviously I can't really show you too much because it's dark, so I'm using my phone as a voiceover. And I'm gonna set it to the speed limit. The speed limit is 45 through here. So I'm gonna have my hand on the wheel, we're gonna drive, and like you see right here, there's actually quite a bit of turns. And it's doing really well, just like daytime. But these headlights are very bright. I don't have the brights on, but they're very bright, and there's no issues whatsoever. It drives really well, actually. Very confident through that intersection there where the lines kind of split a little bit. Obviously no issue with the car there. coming over that little crest there, there's no issue whatsoever. It sees the line on the white side, the white line, and obviously it sees the double yellow line. So like I thought, there wouldn't be any issue whatsoever. And after this turn, it goes pretty straight. So right here, I'm gonna turn the headlights off. So just the fog lights are on. I can see the lights. All right. The car was rock solid. So yes, the car can see in the dark. It can see completely. It doesn't need the headlights on to actually drive in autopilot. That's actually pretty cool. So just for fun, we might do that again on the way back, because that was actually pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to show up really well on camera because everything was dark. All right, I'm going to turn the parking lights on. So just the parking lights are on. Now everything's off. Everything's off. Actually, I don't know. You can't turn the fog lights off. Pretty cool. I think some light was still on. Not positive what light was actually on, but there was some illumination from the car. So I don't know if you can actually, while you're driving, turn off the fog lights. It showed me able to turn off something, but I think there was some, the daytime running lights, I bet you were still on. Thanks for watching this What If, number 11, I think, right now. Boxboy helped me out today, kinda. He really didn't say much, but you know, he was there for moral support more than anything. And don't forget those links down below to save 15% through Abstract Ocean. It's really nice. And what? Oh yeah, Patreon. I almost forgot Patreon. Click the link down below to sign up for the Patreon to help support the channel. Help Boxboy maybe get a t-shirt, maybe a gold chain or something. It's a way to help support the channel right now. All the money is going towards my garage build, if you can see. It's coming along quite nicely. Actually, I have videos on my Patreon page for the people that help support. I have updated videos of things going on, like the drywall work and the mudding right now. But I will have a video showing the whole entire build, showing all the final product of everything. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for a Model X, Model S, or P3D, use our referral code down below. Gets you $100 towards supercharging. As always, stay positive, stay awesome, and I'll see you on the next one.